standing by, and welcome to the Reliance Anil Dhirubhai Ambani Group conference call. At this time, all the participants are in listen-only mode. I would like to hand the conference over to your speaker now. Over to you, sir.
Good evening. I am making this statement in the interest and without prejudice to our 8 million shareholders of Reliance Natural Resources, Reliance Power, and Reliance Infrastructure. I welcome the Honorable Petroleum Minister's statement in Parliament today, reaffirming the availability of gas for Reliance Power's proposed project to be built at the Dhirubhai Ambani Energy City at Dadri, Uttar Pradesh. He said, and I quote, "The intention of the government is very clear. We will allocate gas to Dadri." I am also grateful to him for reiterating the decision of the empowered group of ministers, a cabinet subgroup, on 8/1/2009, confirming that the government's decisions, and I quote, "will be without prejudice to the decisions of the court cases," unquote, in the RIL-RNRL matter. The Dadri project will have a capacity of up to 8,000 megawatts with an investment outlay of over rupees 30,000 crores and will greatly contribute to eliminating power deficits in Delhi and most parts of northern India. Since the Honorable Minister has mentioned that the Dadri plant is not yet operational or functional, I would like to clarify that this situation has been caused solely by Reliance Industries Limited's malafide conduct in consistently refusing to provide a bankable gas supply agreement to RNRL and NTPC, which has prevented both these companies from taking further steps for implementing their proposed new power projects. The Honorable Bombay High Court, by judgment of the 15/6/2009, has in fact directed RIL to enter into a bankable gas supply contract with RNRL within 30 days from the date. But RIL has refused to even comply with the court's judgment, despite the fact that no stay has been granted by the Honorable Supreme Court on that judgment. With respect, I would like to take this opportunity to make some further comments, as the Honorable Minister's statement has led to some more questions. The Honorable Minister has stated that, and I quote, "gas is a scarce commodity." This was undoubtedly true in the past, but substantial discoveries have now been made under the NELP program, and the fact is that gas shortages of the past are going to be gas surpluses of the future. The Honorable Minister has confirmed today that the production from the KGD6 field is presently just 31 million cubic meters of gas per day. This is against even the initially rated capacity of 40 million cubic meters of gas per day. That is 9 million cubic meters less than the current rated capacity of 40, and this rated capacity is expected to go up to 80 million cubic meters of gas per day within a year. According to reports, in June 2009, the Petroleum Ministry, based on certification by the Director General of Hydrocarbons, has conveyed to the government that the maximum production potential from KGD6 field by June-July, that is June-July 2009, that has just passed by, is 80 million cubic meters of gas per day. It is therefore surprising that as per the Honorable Minister's statement today, it should take yet another year for this production level of 80 million cubic meters of gas per day to be achieved. This is truly surprising. Why then is RIL producing less? The answer is simple. The production is artificially being kept at lower levels by RIL owing to the lack of demand at the present exorbitant price of $4.20 at wellhead, resulting in an astronomical delivered price of nearly $7 being charged to customers. As I have stated at the RNRL AGM, we as the end users of the gas are sincerely requesting the government and the Petroleum Ministry to take effective steps to prevent underproduction or simply put, hoarding of gas, a national resource such as gas, by monopoly producers like Reliance Industries in their